How bad are the roads in your area and how do you feel about it? That's for you directly. If you have an answer, our WhatsApp number is 05511119995. Tell us about it. Let's invite, the MCE for the area. Let's invite the MP for the area. Let's talk about the state of your roads for you. All right. Now, so if you got the question, it is how bad are the roads in your area and how do you feel about it? And like I said, our WhatsApp number is 05511119995. Now, residents in Oforikrom municipality, they have over the years complained bitterly about the poor state of their roads. Well, here is a report put together by my colleague Clinton Yeboah, where he visited the municipality and put this together. Take a listen.
Now let's head to Oforikrom, where pregnant women are risking losing their babies, among other related complications, due to the deplorable nature of the roads in that municipality. The roads are generally bumpy, dusty, and riddled with potholes. Residents are not happy with the situation and has left it attended for several years. Clinton Yeboah has more on this report.
The road networks in Ayeduase, Apiedu, Buedi, and Emina are rough parts, disfigured with countless potholes that create a turbulent journey. Lucy is a 9-month-old expectant mother who uncomfortably plies the Apiedu Emina Road to seek maternal care at the Enimwa Medical Center at Emina. The bumpy, dusty road causes significant jolt, shaking her body joints to the core. Lucy explains how she had to limp throughout her over 25-minute journey to get to the medical center.
The potholes are too many, and we suffer as pregnant women. The car will shake you and you end up with waist pains. I was so tired when I got down from the bus. I had to limp.
Prince Oboy has been driving within the Oforikrom municipality for over 8 years. He recounts the catastrophic ordeal faced by his pregnant passengers.
I thought out to be for painful and Mena Hospital, not the High School Junction.
We pick pregnant women, and from the driving mirror, you can see how roughly the car is throwing them about. I am always steady with how I drive.
All right, so that was a report put together by Clinton Yeboah. Now, after a series of conversations about the poor state of roads in the Oforikrom municipality, well, is there an end in sight? I asked this question whether there's an end in sight, because contractors are on the roads working. Now, for us to have a full understanding of what's really happening, we decided to invite the MCE for the area. That is Honorable Abraham Kwame Nchi, to join us for a conversation. Now, he's right here with us in the studios. Hi, Honorable. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Trust you're well.
Very well.
All right, so I'll come back to you shortly, but I'd like to take a minute or two to engage with Clinton Yeboah, the man who was able to visit the municipality and put together this report. Clinton, good morning to you and thanks for your time. How are you doing?
David, I'm doing very, very well. And good morning also to your listeners.
All right, so you took a trip to some areas in the municipality, and I'm talking about the Oforikrom municipality, to engage with residents about the state of roads in there. You were there yourself. How would you describe the state of roads there?
Once again, good morning to listeners. So I applied the Kuti to Emina to Buedi, and also Buedi to Apiedu road network. And you see, the most interesting part is that it is one thing listening to people talk about it, and it's another thing when you yourself, you live the experience. And I can say my experience was as horrible. The road networks are rough, coupled with potholes, and you would take longer to get from one destination to the other. And the worst part, or the worst section of the road is the one from Dediako to Apiedu. It is literally muddy when it rains. I mean, I have lived there and I've known how the place is. It is muddy when it rains, and it is also very dusty when it is sunny. So you just question yourself, are these sites enemies to white shirts? It's more like you cannot wear white shirts when you live around these areas. And I question myself as well as to how people living around there and the schools living around there are coping with the situation, because the The mud is too much when it rains. The dust is also extremely uncomfortable when it is sunny. And so, like I said, if you want to, if it's early in the morning, you want to get to work as fast as you can. You cannot, not because you are late or not because you did not get car early, but the road, because of the nature of it, you are taking much longer on the road to get to work. You are taking much longer on the road to start your day. And so, the situation is as horrible.
How about the traffic situation in that very area? Due to the poor state of roads, does it create traffic?
So, not necessarily. The traffics are mostly on the good ones, but then most drivers escape the traffic by taking the poor ones, actually. So you wouldn't encounter more traffic on the poor roads.
Well, I know that you played a report from you where a pregnant woman was saying that plying on that road is quite difficult because her whole body will be shaking whilst in the vehicle. I'm very sure that even the baby in the womb would also be affected some way, somehow, because the baby would also be shaking in the mother's womb and all. Aside from the pregnant woman you engaged with, plus the assemblyman or the other gentleman you spoke to, what were some of the general concerns of residents of the area?
Okay, so I spoke to 3 levels of people: the pregnant women, drivers, and also residents.
And what did they say to you? What did they say to you? Well, I think we're having some slight challenge there with the phone lines. We'll get back to Clinton. But, the MC for the area himself is with us in the Studios of Love 99.5. And yesterday, Mrs. Theodore Jackson said we shouldn't say Happy New Year. We should rather say a joyous New Year. So to you, Abraham, Kwame Nchi, MC for Oforikrom, will say a joyous New Year to you.
Thank you, and a joyous New Year to you too.
And I would like to invite you to be a part of our fitness walk. It's
fantastic idea.
It's on the 3rd of February.
Great, fantastic idea. I am coming with my team.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Yes.
I like that endorsement.
The Oforikrom team is coming. Oforikrom Municipal Assembly team is coming.
Okay.
You can trust us. Very fit people.
No, from all indication, you're saying that you are healthy, you're well. Good to hear that. How do you describe Oforikrom itself, the municipality? Will you say that is also well?
Yes. Oforikrom is well. It's well, but with challenges. Yes, Oforikrom is well. Once we are alive, kicking, activities are ongoing, we wouldn't say we are well. However, I should also admit there are challenges.
All right, so I'm sure that one of the challenges has to do with the poor state of roads in the municipality.
Yes.
Now, not long ago, you heard me play the voice of a pregnant woman.
Yes.
For the drivers, over the years, we've heard them complain about the poor state of roads affecting their shock absorbers, their lower arms, their links, and all that. Yeah. But listening to the pregnant woman, talk about the impact the state of the road is having on her, how does that make you feel? How does that come to you?
Thank you, and let me say a good morning to your listeners, and thanks for the opportunity. Let me also admit that all that I watched and listened to in the production by Clinton is correct. That is the situation, and I should say it's disheartening if you hear a pregnant woman speaks like that. The reality is that all people living in areas with poor roads suffer these kind of conditions. And as I have said, it's very unpleasant and very disheartening if you hear that. The story is not different from Oforikrom, as the report actually indicated. These areas that he mentioned, Diduakon to Emena, Buedi to Emena, Emena to Apiedu, Apiedu to Kokobing, Kokobing to Apromase. The conditions there is exactly what was described in the report.
Okay.
So let me say, factually, the report is right.
Okay. And I'm happy that, at least, you have shown concern,
yes,
especially in relation to the woman who is pregnant and has to use the proceeds of the roads.
Yes.
Why have the roads been neglected all these years?
Yes. So let me also say that in the area of, say, Buedi, Emena, Piedu, Kokobing, this was the project that was awarded to Atachi some years back. he commenced work on it, and then all of a sudden he stopped.
Due to?
And I am unable to tell, since it's a central government project.
You didn't bother to find out, you didn't try to find out. You are the MC.
No, severally I asked, and the answer was that Atachi had left site.
No reason was attached to as to why he left?
No. What
would you say to people who would
definitely
say it has to do with lack of funds?
Definitely that will be the reason.
Okay.
Even though he had not said it or I've not heard it verbally, but constructively one could conclude that way.
Okay.
Because if a contractor is on site and funding is flowing as it's supposed to be, I do not know why contractor will abandon site.
Listen, for you to appreciate the conversation, join us on Facebook. It's on Love 99.5 FM on Facebook, and see the nature, the state of the roads that we're talking about. Yeah. If you don't mind, and you have pictures and videos of your own roads and the state they are in, and you want it to be fixed, send it to our WhatsApp number 055-1111-995. Lou Stanley is more than ready to scrutinize it and share it with us. Our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. You can also tell us about the state of roads in your area. But join us on Facebook, and you would appreciate the concern and the challenges that people of Apiedu and these environs are facing as they fall under the Oforikrom municipality.
Yes.
So yes, Atachi abandoned site.
Yes. So as you rightly said, anybody, any right-thinking person would say he left as a result of funding, because, as I said earlier, if you are a contractor on site and funding is flowing as it's supposed to be, I do not know why you would leave site.
What is the situation as we speak? Poor state of roads in that very area.
Yes.
People have talked about it for so long.
Yes.
People have talked about it and complained. I don't know what else to say,
yes.
Because we've talked about the state of the roads for so long, and we're talking about the Aulanga East, the Aulanga West, the Omaso, the Bebre, the Aprade, Mwaswem, the Ayiduase Kote Chumduase, which of course that's where I live.
Yes.
The Aija Aketego, the Aija Zongo, Bomso, the Dudiakon, Oforikrom, Apimso, Emena, Bwedi, Apiedu, Kokobeng, Kentin Krono, and Senie, Odion, and I can go on and on and on.
Virtually, these are the communities within the municipality.
Currently, what's the situation?
Currently, the situation is that in the area of Bwedi, Emena, Apiedu, Kokobeng, Promasi, contractor is on site now.
There's a contractor on site
There's
right now.
There's a contractor, MGB Company Limited. He's been on site for the past 2-3 weeks. Now, I'm sure if you go there now, probably you can urge Clinton to go for a visit from now, and you'll be amazed the kind of work.
I wanted to ask that question of him because this report is fresh.
Yes.
So I wanted to find out from him whether there was a contractor on site. But I'm going to take your word for it because residents are listening.
Yes.
People who work in that very community in the metropolis in terms of the municipality are also listening.
Yes.
You're saying that there's a contractor on site.
There's a contractor on
site. And the contractor has been there for how long?
For the past 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
And the rate at which the contractor is moving is very amazing. MJB, let me also, congratulate him. Let me say kudos to him for the rate at which he's moving on the road. As I speak to you, the entire Bwedi area is finished with the drains there. Towards Emena, he's finished with the drains there. Towards Apiedu, he's on it. Now, there is a link between Kokobeng and Apromasi. There is a major bridge that has to be fixed there. When I visited yesterday, they've also blocked that portion of the road, and construction of the bridge is also underway. If you go to Apiedu, where they have stocked their materials, you'll be amazed the kind of materials you see there. And I wanted to ask him to do a small job for some residents at Bwedi. He told me now the attention is on the major road, so we should leave him. When he's done with his timelines, he could have some time to deal with those areas. So I'm very happy about the urgency with which that project is progressing. And in total, it's supposed to be 15 kilometers. The actual length of the road from Bwedi through Emena, Apiedu to Apromasi is 11 kilometers. But usually, the town roads, sometimes they have some junctions and branches. They will have to do some 20 meters, some 30 meters, some 50 meters. All put together is a total of 15 kilometers. And the rate at which MJB is moving is so exciting.
Now,
so
please go ahead.
That is with regards to the Wedi Emina Piedu Kokobia Promasi Road. Aside that, when you get to Ayediase, FNF Hostel, a free fire junction there, Abuaji contractor is also there. He's on site now with his workers. And the rate at which they are moving, I'm also excited about that. In addition, if you remember the last time I came here, we're talking about some potholes on the Apradi Road. As I speak to you, you can visit there and see the massive improvement that has been done. I know very soon there will be an asphaltic overlay on that road. But for now, the nature of the potholes on that road, make a check and you will see that there has been massive improvement. So the so Ahinsan link here. You remember the last time I came to, there was also
concerns about when you're heading towards Mackenzie.
Yes.
The hospital.
Now, if you go, you also see a massive improvement in the pothole system. I could go towards affordable area too. Had also begun experiencing some potholes. Now that has also been fixed. A very impressive work also on that. Not only that, we are in a dry season. And usually around this time, the assembly takes the opportunity to do some reshaping. Areas which has not been earmarked for contract, as in asphalt or double seal roads, we also take advantage depending on availability of some funds, and then we do some reshaping there. So as I speak to you now, if you check the Riakon Apemso, we have done some reshaping there. Piedu Kokobe, we are doing some reshaping there. Mesuemu Bebre, Mesuemu Apradi, we are doing some reshaping there.
When you say reshaping, what do you mean by reshaping?
That is when we usually use the caterpillar to make the roads more travel. You see, during the rains,
you grade it.
Yes.
Okay.
Usually during the rains, a lot of gullies and erosion leads to a lot of gullies and virtually renders the road unmotorable. So when during the dry season, we take the opportunity to
Are there other communities? Are there other communities within your the municipality?
Yeah.
That needs attention. That works have not begun. There's no contractor on site as we speak.
No, almost every community in my municipality needs some form of attention.
And all of them are
even though, let me say that if you talk about roads, areas like Akatego is far better. But even in Akatego, we have some few links that are yet to be done. The Anroga West area, Anroga East area, it's also relatively good in terms of tarred road, but then we still have areas there that ought to be done. Oforikrom East, the Gomba line area, I have a contractor there fixing this major bridge there around the Waik area. We intend to connect Waik and Noble Dreams area. So I have a contractor there. But that place to neat road. When you get to Aija, the major roads fixed. However, there are still some link roads, town roads, which are yet to be done.
Okay.
Kentin Kronon Nseniye, you see it's also benefited from the inner city roads. So the Nseniye through Silicon Loop, then Kentin Kronon central town has been done. However, there are some links road in there which are yet to be done.
Okay.
Odium, you see the Peace and Love area there, also fixed. But yet, there are still some roads that are yet to be
What
done.
are the plans for those ones?
Well, these are funding projects that are usually undertaken by central government. The assembly, what we do is sometimes fix some culverts in some areas, fix some drains in some areas, then do this grading or reshaping as I spoke about. In terms of asphalting or double sealing of roads, the assembly do not have the financial wherewithal to do that.
Yes,
so
but again,
usually what
you
we
have
do
to
is
lobby.
that
As members of parliament, the MC, even together with the regional minister, you should be able to push for these things.
We do. And we have an inventory of the whole municipal roads, all sent to the roads ministry.
Okay.
But as time goes on, they select some areas. This is as a result of financial or resource constraints. Government cannot do all roads at the same time. So they roll it incrementally. From time to time, they will come and do this. So
how would you respond to people who are saying that the contractors who are on site right now, the MJB, the Abuaje and co, are there working around this time because it's an election year, and so therefore knowing how much votes you have from the Oforikrom municipality. If you don't attend to the roads, it might come to haunt you in the 2024 elections. Is that why works are ongoing?
That might be one side of the coin, and that is their thinking. I will also see that after COVID and its repercussions, we are now gradually coming back. So there is some funding to do these things. And so they may have a point in that. And I would rather look at it from a point that looking at the ravaging effects of COVID and other things and how we had to run to IMF and all those things. I mean, major projects and programs that had to be undertaken by government was halted. Now you could see the economy coming back. So I would rather look at it from that angle. That yet now government now has some funding for contractors, and that's why they are coming back to side. I would want to look at it.
Residents of the area, to some extent, were angered by the state of the roads because they've talked about it for so long. So late last year, they demonstrated. If what I read is anything to go by, they came to your house. They went to the house of the MP. That's what I'm asking. They didn't mobilize themselves to demonstrate and come to your house to tell you that shall I fix the roads. Did they go to the MP as well?
Let me say that demonstration, sometimes I have problem when people want to, paint themselves as David when they are not David. Even if one person has problem and picks a placards and demonstrates, it's the job of government to respect that view because he's also a resident and for that matter has to be heard. But if you are not David and you go and organize your people, go and stand in front of the MP's house. They didn't come to my place.
Okay.
Stand in the MP's house and you say resident of the area, Resident Jerry James Suka, the NDC constituency communications officer. Got his people to do that.
Are they not residents of the area?
That is what I am saying.
They are not.
They are.
They are residents?
Yes.
Okay.
So
what is wrong with them demonstrating?
No. I am saying that Jerry should just say that I am doing this with my people. I don't have a problem. Because even if I come to the office and they have written to me that these roads are not good, we will give attention to it. But sometimes he would go out there, do his thing and portray as if
well, Jerry is not here to defend himself on this
Jerry, there you can call him.
But the bottom line is this. If he's a resident of the area,
I appreciate that.
And he comes to raise concerns about the state of the roads,
even if it's one person.
Why do we need to put political coloration to it?
Even if it's one person, I would do it. But if the MPP is having their work or their demonstration, let them say. If the NDC is doing this, let them say.
Okay.
If the NDC, you don't say it is these people. If it's the MPP, don't say it's this people. Say it's the NDC or name. I don't have a problem with it. I'm saying even if it's one person, we have to respect it. But say it if it is David, say it's David.
Well, for me, once the person is a resident of the area and wants to, raise concerns about the state of roads, I don't see anything wrong with it.
We don't have.
But listeners, we are talking to Honorable Abraham, Kwame Entry. He's MCE for Oforikrom, and there has been concerns and conversations about the state of roads in Oforikrom constituency. Charlie, they are that bad. Not too long ago, my colleague Clinton, went to the community and engaged with people. There was a pregnant woman who was lamenting bitterly about the effect of the poor state of roads on herself, even when she has to go for antenatal. The card need to be shaking this. We played her voice for you a while ago, and so we're by extension asking you, what is the state of roads in your own, community, where you find yourself? What's the state of roads there? If it's that bad, tell us about it. Let's invite the MCE for the area, the DCE for the area, the MP for the area. Let them come and tell us what they intend to do about the state of roads in your area. Now, this is an election year, and if for nothing at all, this is a time where we can push to get development in our community. So our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. That's our WhatsApp number. It's 055-1111-995. If you live in an area where the roads are bad, you want to talk about it, feel free, send pictures, send videos to our WhatsApp number. Let's make a follow-up for you. Meanwhile, if you live in that Oforikrom municipality, like the MC is saying, are contractors on site? Are they really working? Are you happy with the work being done? Talk about it, all right? Because if you don't, well, I don't know what else will cause or push them to fix the roads in that very area. What assurances, let me put the question this way, Honorable, what assurances can you give to the people of the Oforikrom municipality about the completion of works that has begun? Now, I'm asking this again because you mentioned that Atachi was there. And for obvious reasons, he abandoned site. Yeah. What shows that this person, MJB, will not leave? What is the assurance that Abuaje contractor will not leave?
All right. Thank you for this question. And myself, it's question people put at me due to the past experience. Yeah. But let me say that this particular contractor, before I get there, let me say a big thank you to the regional minister and then the honorable member of parliament. The amount of energy and effort they put into getting MJB to site was fantastic. So let me say thank you to them. Now, I have been part of discussions with MJB himself, and he promises to complete this job in 6 months. 6 months? Yes.
So it began 3 weeks ago, roughly. Let's say a month ago.
No, so let's say
3 weeks, so roughly.
Let's say it began in January. So latest by June, July, it should be ended.
All the roads in that area that the contractors are on site on.
MJB, I'm talking specifically about MJB. Okay. When I finish, I'll talk to you about it. Okay. Now, per the discussions we had with him, coupled with the kind of mobilization he's done on site, as I said, if you go to his site now, you will see what is there. And then the rate at which he's moving, nothing disputes what he told me. I am a firm believer of what he told me. Per the actions, I moved to that place on a daily basis. Yesterday when I closed from work, I passed there. Today, I will be there. I moved to that place on a daily basis. And the rate at which he's moving, when I am done with you, you can get Clinton back to site, get him to engage the community people, and you would appreciate what I am saying. There is no doubt about the fact that MJB is going to deliver as a promise. Save eventualities, sometimes there are certain things you can't predict. I am so much confident about the promise given and the timelines given, looking at the rate at which is working and the mobilization made so far.
One other concern that I have, if I have two concerns, one of which is the fact that upon completion of some of these roads, they start going bad less than a year. So what kind of a work are they doing? And you talk about that of Abuaje in a bit as to what the deadlines are. But what kind of roads are being constructed, and what assurances can we give to residents that it will last long enough?
Thank you so much. And I expect the entire society to be vigilant on this very question you asked. When we took over, the previous government had just fixed the Kentin-Krono town roads. And in 2 years, the whole thing had been wiped away. In 2 years, the whole thing had been wiped away. So when we were fixing the Insanier Silicon Loop, Kentin-Krono town was not considered because this was a road that had been fixed 2 years ago. So on paper, it had been fixed. Yet, on the ground, it had been wiped away. So these are some shoddy works which were done in the past. I am happy for the past 2-3 years, these inner city roads, as we've seen around Silicon area, as we've seen at Aketego, as we've seen at Peace and Love, are still there, and people are applying them comfortably, and it's not deteriorating as it used to be. Now, I am with you in that soup. I am saying that when we give contracts and contractors execute their job, is it that within 2-3 months or so, then it gets...
So what has been your engagement with the contractor? What have you told the contractor about quality of work and the lasting of the work?
No. Quality of work is always part of the contract. And that's why even after contract, you have a 6 months or 1 year retention period during which defects that are identified would have to be fixed and all those things. But even after the retention period and contractor has been paid, for these roads, if for nothing at all, some 10, 15 years, we should enjoy this road without...
So based on what you're saying that for the next 10, 15 years, upon completion of these works, we would enjoy 10 years.
That's
an assurance.
Yes.
Because these road construction are going on under your tenure as MCE.
Yes.
So 10 years on, you may not be there.
Yes.
But it's on record that you said it will serve us for 10, 15 years.
Let me also be on record as saying these are not contracts signed by the assembly and the contractors.
I agree.
These are central government. But our job is to provide some sort of monitoring and report to the consultant where we identify some defects.
So do a good job on that one.
Definitely.
Then we'll get the 10, 15 years.
Definitely.
Then I applied the road myself on Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
I used the stretch from the D&G junction going towards Lord K Pharmacy.
D&D junction to Lord K Pharmacy.
So from Wade straight on to Lord K Pharmacy. Mm-hmm. Yes, I saw some machinery, some equipment belonging to contractors that shows that work is being done.
Okay.
Drains are being done.
Okay.
But, Honorable, they had left that concrete mixture, that thing they used to mix the
concrete mixer,
the mixer, the cement, there are piles of, what do you call it, gravels and sand and nails on the ground and, the formwork. It's in the road.
Yes.
So creating discomfort for road users.
Yes.
Traffic. And I'm like,
yes.
Why will a contractor behave like this?
Yes. You are right. We have engaged them. In fact, that was contributing to some traffic on the road because virtually one side of the road is blocked and all road users will have to use one because of these concrete mixers and things. So I got the assembly member and the engineer together. We had a discussion. And if you ply it now, you realize that this has been reduced to the barest minimum. It's only where they have use for the material at that moment that is there. But where they are done, sometimes you realize that even where they are done, you still have the equipment there, and it makes plying the road very unpleasant.
So you're saying if I go there right now,
when you finish, check.
I will not find.
Yesterday I was at Terminal for a funeral for around 4 p.m. I inspected and it's better. Even around Bwedi, now Bwedi, the drains that were made, you realize that they fixed with the laterite. So it has expanded that portion of the road. So.
Do you know that stretch again from the KNUST Senior High School?
Yes.
So you are from Lord K, get to KNUST. To your left is the veterinary school.
Yes.
There are some 3-4 portals there.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the road and you see the portal, you like to swerve it.
Yes.
Once you swerve, you can run into an oncoming vehicle or run into a human being.
Yes.
It is dangerous.
Yes, that will be fixed. It will be fixed very soon. We have reported on it and it will be fixed very soon.
When it says very soon, how soon is soon? Because an accident can occur today.
Yes.
A life can be lost today.
Yes.
Property can be destroyed today.
Yes. We have reported on it. As part of this work they are doing, it will be fixed. It will be fixed.
It's not 10 minutes past 8. Let me activate the phone lines at this point in time.
Before you go there,
let
me also take this opportunity to tell people that Oforikrom, in spite of these challenges, we have had a fair share of development. We have had a fair share of development. And in terms of roads, in spite of all these challenges, if you look at the Peace and Love area, as I've mentioned, it is a happening under this regime. These Aketego new roads you are all seeing, it happened under this regime. Kentin, Krono, Silicon, all those things happened under this regime. So we have had some fair share of development.
It's for the residents to decide.
Please let Clinton also go to Kokobing and check the agenda 111. As I speak to you, my court is at lentil level. The Brady Junction there, where you just mentioned the ECG area, there's a court project that is at lentil level.
Okay.
Very soon you will see an Oforikrom court.
Okay.
We will no longer prosecute our cases at Asokwa and those things.
Listeners can join us now on 0322083596. Call us on 0322083597 and 0322083598. If you live in that Oforikrom municipality, your MC is here. He says enough works have been done so far. Some works are still being done. You live there. What is the situation like? Are you satisfied that upon talk, something is happening right now?
Good morning.
Or somebody sends some pictures and says, this is the municipal building, which is rumored to have been abandoned. Please find out from us. Is that the building? What building is this?
This is not. Yes, this is the municipal building.
Has it been abandoned?
This one, let me not say abandoned. It's a central government project awarded by the Ministry of Local Government through DACF. So it's not a project that was awarded by the Assembly.
But are works ongoing?
No.
Why?
Works are not ongoing. Works are not ongoing now.
Why? Funding?
I can't tell specifically.
The last time you came in here, we talked again about the lack of a fire tender, in that municipality of Oforikrom, where you even had to go credit some relief items for people who unfortunately had their property and items raged down by fire.
Yes.
I'll ask you what is with that shortly.
In fact,
but let me go into the phone lines and begin our conversation on the phone lines. I have Ken, I have Samuel, I have Kojo, but Ken was the first person to have come through. So let me begin with Ken. Ken, good morning, welcome.
Good morning, David. How are you?
Ken, I am well. Good to have you, sir.
Good. Thank you for this morning, the job you're doing for Oforikrom. I live around Apiedu area, and as the MC is saying, work is going on. My concern is what you raised before opening the line. Almost half of the road is blocked, and we understand work is going on, but still we also need to drive on the road. And so even as they are constructing the road, they should make effort to create path for us to drive on. Because sometimes the material they are using, even though they've blocked one side already, the material has also extended to the road we are also using. And so Dave, that is my concern. If Honorable can look at it like you rightly mentioned, so that we can drive in say whilst work is still going on.
I hear you, Ken. Thanks very much for joining us. Samuel is next on the line. Hi, Sammy. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
I am well, Sammy. Thanks for asking, sir. Samuel, let's see.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thanks to the Honorable for the info he's given. But I beg to differ. As I speak to you, I am on the stretch from DND to Buedi, and there's so much traffic. Fine, work is ongoing, but he said it's been reduced. It's been reduced because when they were there, it was worse. You can be here for as long as 45 minutes, not even moving. Now, the gutters are done, and we can still see some gaps between the gutter and the main road. When are they feeling that? I can see some people trying to do their own thing so they can have access to their stores. I am on that stretch as we speak now. So much traffic. We thank him for all the work that they are doing. And we can also see the pace they are going. Please, what is the assurance that this thing is not going to end at a point? They will just leave and pack their things and go. He mentioned that in 6 months it will be done. And we appreciate that. What is the assurance? How can we be convinced that it will be done? Because even me using pickup, I suffer on that road a lot. How much more people using the faith and co? So please, Honorable, kudos to you. But what is the assurance that this thing can be closed in the next 6 months? Thank you.
Well, Sammy, thanks very much for joining us. 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. If you live in the Oforikrom municipality, are the works being done? Are your roads being fixed? Are you satisfied? Are you happy? Call us. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, Kojo. Good to have you, sir.
All right. My concern is around the community from the Angomaso High Tension. That is when you branch between Angomaso and Domi. Then all the way to Ankara, Dalasi area, Big C, connecting to Domi, then coming all the way to join Kokobe and Atiedu Road. The problem is you go to Atiedu Assemblyman, he will tell you, oh, just after Adenimo's house, that's where my boundary ends. You go to a Angomaso Assemblyman, he will not even listen to you. It's like that community is not seeing anything. Even chasing them to get grader for the community to buy diesel, to grade the lanes between the buildings and the streets, no one even listens. And I can tell you when it starts raining from next month or March, that place will be normal trouble. In that case, what will they do? There are pregnant women there, kids there, And there are instances they have to just leave the car and cross some of these muddy areas before they can go to school. That community is left out. It's not getting any attention whatsoever. MC, we require your specific attention because these two assemblymen are not listening to us at all. You can visit there after your discussion. If you want us to even come and lift you to the place, we will do that. If you can make grader available to us to buy diesel and pay the driver, we will do it. Because in that case, we will have your technical people supervising them to see how this is done. We are willing to make our contribution towards development of the area. But we are not having leadership because we don't know who is in charge.
Kojo, don't hang up yet. Kojo, don't hang up yet. We're doing something, behind the scenes. So hold on, Kojo, for me. But we'll be taking one more call, and then the Honorable MC for Oforikrom would respond to the questions that are coming through. Webster is on the line. Hi, Webster. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Please, I would want to say that indeed, yes, work has been going on for 2 to 3 weeks now, and that the last time they were on the road, as he mentioned, with Apache, I remember very well the last time the contractor was on site was 5th December 2020. I lived just along the road, and 2 days before the elections, work ceased. So I would want to know, as someone said, I hope that this time they are not going to drag on until election, and after that they leave the site. And then finally, I mentioned something with the municipal building. The information is that they've got a new site where they are constructing another structure around Oforikrom, and that this one has been abandoned. I'm the one who sent the pictures to you. I would want to find out if indeed he thinks that work is ever going to continue there, and indeed they have actually started work at a new place. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Webster. And we're not in the position to pick any more calls. It's already 90 minutes past 8. So let's give responses very quickly. Okay. Let's start with that of Ken. He was the first caller.
Ken, thank you so much for the observation. Yes, as I said yesterday, I have engaged the engineer with the assembly member. And what we have agreed is that where they don't need these materials and these equipment, they should clear them from the road so that, the uneasiness would be reduced. Okay. And then Uncle Sam, yes, you complain of the distance between the gutter and the road. Some of the areas have not been covered. Yes, it's true. Usually, they need a certain period for the drain to be cured. They call it curing. Before they push the materials under. So if you check the Bwedi area, you see that they have filled them. But getting down to Emina, they have not yet filled them. We expect that when they are cured very well, they will push them under. And the assurance, I am saying that per the engagement with MJB, myself, the RM, the MP, and the rate at which work is ongoing, I expect that he will deliver in 6 months, as he said. Kojo, yes, the Apiedu and Angomaso assembly members refusing to listen to you. Please give your contact to. I requested for your contact. I'll call you because currently we have some reshaping and grading work ongoing. So I'll speak to you in that direction. Webster, yes, I don't think it's going to be a repeat of the Atache one. From now to December is so long a time. If you want to do and abandon the project, then you have yourself to blame as a government. If you start a project in January and in December you have abandoned it and you are going into an election, then you have a problem. So I don't think it's going to be so. In the case of the assembly block there, it isn't as if that has been abandoned forever and a new site has been acquired. You see, we are a new municipality. We lack office accommodation. Even where we are now, it's a rented place. Ideally, we are supposed to be housing the Ministry of the Education Directorate, the Health Directorate, Agri Directorate, all these departments, we are supposed to be housing them. But because we don't have adequate space, we have rented places for them. So we need more offices.
Is that why you have that other office down there, where the accident happened? Recently?
Where the accident, yes, it's part of our office. There we have NADMO, we have National Service, we have Electoral Commission there. And then when you go to the Oforikrom girls area, we have another office where we have these fiscal planning and all those people there. And then the main administration, we have our budget, our planning, our audit, our social welfare and all those things. And then our health and education health is currently at our project.
So you want to house them all in one building?
Space, our own property for them.
But have you gotten a new site where you're building, or this one is the one that's going to serve the purpose?
In addition to this one, which I'm told there are works ongoing to review the contract for another one, we have also applied for a new one in addition to this one.
This one is not enough for you?
It's not enough.
We'll talk about that some other time.
No, it's not enough at all. Because as we speak to you, health insurance and all the EPA and all those agencies that are supposed to be here, they are not here. Shraj and all those things, we are supposed to have them, we don't have. So in terms of offices, we need a lot of space. Once we get them, you will see all these.
They are also putting up a court. I don't know when the court will be completed.
My court will be done in some 3 months, 4 months time maximum.
I see.
And you're
excited about the court?
I am so excited because let me end it.
Before you go, listen, we have a lot of cattle plying our roads here.
Yes.
In front of Love FM.
Yes.
Yesterday, Luciani turned himself into a paparazzi, took some pictures and videos. This morning, I have taken some pictures of myself.
Very bad.
And I know that the bylaw says that when you see some of these stray animals, arrest them, take them to Mayanka, and then if the person or the owner doesn't come, you sell it. If the owner comes, you find the owner.
Yes, you are right. So, but arrest no near them. We say uchi omuko Mayanka mamia. Arrest no is the problem.
Why?
To be able to get them, we don't have staff that can arrest them.
So follow the
we have them. As I speak to you, we've called them. They are coming. They have their truck. They will bring it and then.
They are big.
They are big. That is the problem. They are big. Let me also admit we have not handled the issue of stray animals well.
Yeah, including dogs.
They've been nuisance. Sometimes get to the airport roundabout, you see them. Sometimes bombs so here and so. Admittedly, issues of stray animals, we have not handled them well. I think we have to.
Honorable, we're grateful as always for your time with us this morning. Listen, you also share your concerns with us. Where you find yourself, all right? The municipality you find yourself. If there are poor roads, there are lack of development, tell us about it. Our WhatsApp number is 05511119995. We'll invite your MP, invite your MCE. We'll talk about development for Ashanti region. If for nothing at all, it's an election year. You push home to see idea, you bring development. No? So enjoy the rest of the day. We'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7 in a bit where we're talking about the government redevelopment plan. You know, government acquires some lands and says, I'm going to use this land for A, B, and C. There are occasions where, for whatever reason, government then changes its mind as to what they'll be using the lands for. Then the lands have been sold at ridiculously low, prices to some personal, individuals, including some politicians. That conversation is coming up your way shortly on the Super Morning Show. This has been Love in the Morning. Enjoy your day.
My name is Kwesi Nimwantin, Regional Head for National Road Safety Authority, Ashanti Region. We are collaborating with Love FM and Insura FM to educate road users on the need to be very safe on the road and also to be very responsible. We don't want to experience any crashes or road accidents in Ashanti region from 2023 and 2024 and beyond. So everybody should be a responsible road user. Kindly let's all obey road traffic rules and regulations to enhance our safety in the region. Thank you.
This road safety campaign is proudly brought to you by your superstation Love 99.5 FM in partnership with the National Road Safety Commission and DVLA.
And supported by
Daxo Dental Clinic provides comprehensive specialist dental services. Our services range from extraction, cleaning and polishing, filling, both temporal and permanent, replacement of missing teeth, both removable and fixed, or permanent replacement, treatment of bad breath, specialized braces to straighten the teeth, and a whole lot more. Locate us in the City Star building near Abude Fast Food or at Ahujo near La Petite Chemist in the same building with mybet.com. Our stadium branch operates even on Sundays from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Call 0261406060.
Elevate your business and driving experience with Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your go-to destination for top-tier automobiles. We assemble our vehicles at the state-of-the-art Zonda Sinotrack Assembly Plant at Tema and offer a diverse range of heavy and light-duty vehicles, including bulldozers, graders, payloader, wheel loaders, excavators, flat and low beds, semi-trailers, and agricultural machinery. Locate our headquarters in Tema, opposite TT Brothers. We also have branches in Kumasi at Adakujache on the Ajusu Kumasi Highway, Trede opposite Taiko Block Factory on the Trede Obuasi Road. For more information, give us a call on 0501 772 222.
Tired of searching for the exact change? With Tap and Hop, you can simply tap your way through your commute. Whether you're using a taxi or trotro, your transportation payment is just a tap away. No more worries about carrying cash or fighting with trotro mates and taxi drivers. With Tap and Hop, you only need the Tap and Hop card to pay for your transportation. Just top up the card using the Tap and Hop app from Play Store or App Store on our device installed in your trotro or taxi, and also tap off when you get to your destination. Tap and Hop Pty Holdings also help install tracking device in your car at a very affordable rate. This will help you track your car wherever it is. Locate Tap and Hop Pty Holdings at Amakom within the City Style building. Call 0535 125 004. Tap and Hop. Innovative, inspire, transform.
www.revolvefoods.com is your best online shop to buy all the fresh, healthy produce you need to prepare your sumptuous meal at amazing price. At www.revoltfoods.com, we have fresh organic vegetables, seafood, natural spices, herbs, fruit, poultry, oil and nuts, tubers, grains, and so much more. So visit revolvefoods.com to buy all your fresh groceries and have them delivered to you wherever you are in Kumasi. Or you can pick them up at our shop on the D&D School Road, Kote Dediako, near KNUST. Just enter www.revolfoods.com into your browser and voila, you've entered the best fresh grocery shop in Ghana.
Join the Sea Travel Consult as we take you on an unforgettable fun adventure from Kenya to Dubai. Experience the beauty of feeding the majestic giraffes and enjoy delicious lunch at the Carnival Restaurant in Nairobi. Also explore the largest enchanting miracle garden, the desert safari, delicious barbecue under the stars, and a dazzling cruise on the Marina, all in Dubai. Our tour package includes a UAE tourist visa, return ticket, luxurious 4-star hotel night stay, breakfast, dinner, and other exciting stuff.
Join the Sea Travels from 28th March to 4th April as we celebrate Easter in Dubai.
Locate the Sea Travel Consult at Ahonjo Atinga Junction, opposite La Petite Chemist in Kumasi. Call us on 0240-210-615.
Feel every taste, it never spread. Top chocolate spread. Every day, it's our drink. Top choco instant mix. It's 3-in-1 and tasty too. Made just for you and I. Top choco, it's chocolate choco. It's chocolate choco. It's chocolate choco.
Enjoy Top Choco Chocolate Spread and 3-in-1 instant mixed chocolate drink anytime, any day. This advert is FDA approved.
Wow! Coffee, Pusilian Fair. Would you amount them have bright? Punyanway.
A interface plasterboard ceiling. And I'm the bomb demua. A tijasano. And to where the dance for. And a more ceiling. What you mean? Interface plasterboard ceiling. And I'm on farm demo. The bomb demo. I have first from Kokra. So the interface plasterboard ceiling. About demo. And my demo yefe. Ne sounds so chair. A interface limited. And a diaba. Bomadia. Now from 0274 999999. And I call website www.interfacelimited.com.
So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
My name is Diana Hamilton, VGMA Artist of the Year 2021 and brand ambassador of Awake Purified Drinking Water. I am super excited to partner with Ghana's first charity-driven water to give back to our communities. Awake is a brand that makes a difference. We impact the world around us. That is why for every bottle of Awake water you buy, an amount is donated to the National Cardiothoracic Center. Yes, every time you quench your thirst with a refreshing bottle of Awake, you're helping contribute to save lives. So keep drinking Awake Purified Drinking Water and let's continue making a difference. Awake Water, one for life. supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Oforikrom Teaching Hospital, enye mfiedu song. Nanka ye negisem, nanso ene ye hweno a, de wasan yare no ayare. Ne senti na yewura asantene, otumfo ose tutu abebio. E de esi nani so se obehwe asesi, ama na ye kra behwe.
Enda ni kira ye wo se fiti ase ne ye. So, enne uma misi di ba ko meje, uma me 100 cedis meje, e kina meza maje. So, ye de gum na ye nse bebe guys. So, Kaza, I spent there to say, no, mommy, and Yamrania, Gabani was a sit down with you. So, you're 3 years out of Funesi and I don't know what day, the moon said. So,
you cut the project, no, as a trainee, if we are serious, some and Yakwa, say, ya, why ne beye, and what could you say, Obey Kakra, a diabuama on Henny, any Swadihuni, Abemu, Yambuama Oforikrom Teaching Hospital, funding to my pen for a bill, $10 million, and Yesikawa, ain't in Kakran Kakra, Buami and Chetreboa. Network be a wasubia. Dial *776*1955 hash. Odoka Krabefa mobile money swa. Number near 0544-195-525. Merchant ID Nisri 195-525. Fidelity Bank account name near Hugh Oforikrom. CD account 2400-302-340016. Dollar account 1951-302-340017. Swift code FBLIGHAC. Branch near Hojo. Otum for Hugh Cath Project. Giario. Yansaniari.
I wake up in the morning, it's a new day. And I got bills that I have to pay. Now you're running late, running out of time. Feels like the world is waiting in line. All you gotta do is pick up the phone and just dial.
So whatever you do, whoever you are, there is an easy way for everyone. The simple life is just one touch away. Experience the magic starting today.
And it all begins with
You see, I don't need to write or cash a check. I don't need data or internet. I have something that's faster than a jet. Just like
what they're talking about. You could be a palm wine topper, a teacher, a rapper, a schoolboy, a school girl, or a trader, a bank MD, a chairman, or a baker.
Guaranteed Trust Bank. Wouldn't you rather bank with us?
Think you have tasted the best yet? Think again. It's not just about quenching your thirst, it's about elevating your senses. It's not just water, it is an experience. Get ready to quench your thirst for excitement. Get ready to say hello to the new water that is about to be unveiled this Friday on The Morning Show, right here on your superstation, Love 99.5 FM. Because it's not just about water, it's a whole new level of refreshment. What's in the water? Well, that's the $1 million question, and we've got the $1 million answer this Friday on The Morning Show on Love 99.5 FM. Watch out.
In the book of Psalm, chapter 63, verse 1, David said, "Early will I seek thee." Abraham was an early riser. Joshua was an early riser. Moses was an early riser. Jesus prayed early in the morning. David also prayed early in the morning. What about you? Be an early riser as you join God's servant, the pastor, Obed Joy Obeng, on Prayer Line on Love 99.5 FM from Mondays through to Fridays, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. each day. Prayer Line, the presence of the Lord is here. Prayer Line, commanding your morning to influence your day.
The best gift you can give a loved one is good health. The Love FM Fitness Walk is the only platform which prevents this exclusive opportunity to walk with your friends, partner, granny, kids, abongo, empna, obia, ukunu schoolmate, etc. to stay healthy. Banks, insurance companies, construction companies, hospitals, schools, security services, various fitness groups. Come and let's shake off the stress. Start looking for your walking kit and let's hit the streets of Kumasi to de-stress, exercise, and burn some calories. You can also send us a minute video. Shijama Kakra, Yedede Kakra, as cooperating institutions, groups, or individual declaring your readiness to partake in the walk. Stay with Love 99.5 FM and Ishra 104.5 FM and get more details on the walk or call 0245 594 425 for inquiries. Remember, Fitness Walk is on Saturday, 3rd February 2024 at the Kumasi City Mall, 6 a.m.
Supported by
Join the Seed Travel Consult to explore 3-in-1 cities in South Africa. Let's explore the beautiful culture of Johannesburg, Soweto, and Sun City together. We'll also take you on a visit to the Apartheid Museum and Lesedi Cultural Village while we explore the Santin Mandela Park. The tour package includes 7 days accommodation, breakfast, a return ticket, guided tour, and guided shopping.
Join the Sea Travels from 28th March to 4th April as we celebrate Easter in Dubai.
Visit the Seed Travel Consult at Atinga Junction, opposite La Petite Chemist. Call us on 0240-210615.
Daffy's or human you. Daffy's or human feminine mischanty. A massa bosomene so Emma. Ye bui and sayente ya ubia. A san siesi man cassa. Daffy abusiana ekese. Intia dia man for comfort and nupano. Daffy's shower gel. And pour na money. You wotun dear. And a cocoa dear. What did Jaria? A man natural look.
Mensu de misu Daffy's feminine cleanse and a capsules ne sie me. E ma me nten carboni bia me Jimmy hu dia ankasa.
Daffy nupano. And what dance here bebre. Daffy sana. Abama yenina.
Open the did with Daffy's Health and Beauty ewo East Legon American House. Kumasen so ye Bank Tech Hospital. Enye map him for. FDA aje edwedin krato yato.
The Love FM Fitness Walk. To register